Yo, 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 welcome to the Ring Rant. Welcome to the Ring Rant, y'all. Fresh back from Wisconsin, man. Went up there to Watertown out there by Milwaukee, man. But let's get into it. Welcome to the Ring Rant, where the gloves come off and the opinions swing. This is a live boxing breakdown where every take gets tested in the ring. I'm your host, Mikhail Deadshot Bowie. And tonight you tell us if it's cap or dap. That's right. Throw a cap emoji in the chat if it's nonsense, or you hit us with that handshake emoji if you're vibing with the take. Yo, don't just spectate. Hit the link. Join the show live on the Punchline. Drop some comments in the comment section. Your take might just earn you a spot as a Punchline contender on your way to becoming a Punchline champ. But before we start cooking, let's run the tail of the tape. A little bit about me. My name is Mikhail Deadshot Bowie. I hail from Columbus, Ohio. Boxing stance orthodox. Fight style preference boxer puncher. My greatest of all time is Floyd Mayweather. Current favorite fighter, Devin Haney. Most underrated boxer, in my opinion, right now is Devin Haney. Most overrated boxer, Tank Davis. Favorite fight of all time, Rumble in the Jungle, Ali versus Foreman. Dream matchup, any era, any fighter, Floyd Mayweather versus Sugar Ray Robinson. A pound for pound number one right now, gotta be Usyk, man. 3 times undisputed. Can't argue with it. All right, let's get to these topics, man. What it do, Jake? What it do? It's my guy right there, man. He's getting ready for a fight. Can't wait to help him get ready for that, man. My guy's gonna go out there. He looking for his first finish, man. He been working in the gym. It's about that time. It's about that time, man. It's about that time. Gonna start getting them finishes, man. Getting closer and closer, honing in those skills. But yeah, Border Wars, man. Truly an amazing experience. People truly don't know what is going on in the background of a fighter's life, and the amount of discipline and restraint it takes to compartmentalize your personal life and boxing. God truly blessed me during this camp. In no way was anything perfect, but I had everything that I needed to have a successful camp and to prepare. If anything, I could say that I was put in a perfect position to learn the things I needed to learn, not only about boxing, but about life. That's what this whole amateur experience truly is, a learning experience that crafts what your further career will be. The competitor in me never likes to lose, but getting a split decision in a fight where the promoters, commentators, and chat had me overmatched and a huge underdog was a mission complete for me. I did what I came to do, which is prove that I belong on that stage and I have what it takes to become a high level fighter. So yeah, man, just as a whole, man, it was a not the result that I wanted, but it was a victory, man. Just getting there was a victory. All the things I'm going through in my personal life right now, just getting there was a victory for real. Uh, was far, far out of shape as far as weight wise, man. Had some things that kept me outside of the gym. So, coming into camp 3.5, 4 weeks out, I was every bit of 148, 150 pounds. Uh, I got down, made the weight. I actually gained a lot of muscle this camp. When I got back into hydrating and the week of the fight, getting ready to go out there to Wisconsin, I hydrated up a lot bigger than what I expected, and had to work hard for real in the early part of the week to get down to the fight weight, to get down to my 133 pounds, man, to make sure that I was well hydrated and able to fight at my best. So I had to make sure that I could make the weight. I got down, was able to make the weight, was able to eat and drink without a problem before the fight. Was able to hydrate and get a little bit bigger right before the fight. You know what I'm saying? And go in there at my full potential. So just grateful for all the experiences that led to that as well, the trial and error, learning my body. My seventh contest this year between the Tough Man Circuit and USA Boxing, my fourth USA Boxing fight. God has truly blessed me, man, and 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 it's bigger. It's bigger than boxing. At the end of the day, it's a true test. Oh, second stoppage. My bad. My bad. My bad. You did have that first stoppage in that tournament. Yeah, in the tournament at the Arnold. Yeah, you did win by stoppage. I forgot all about that. My bad, bro. Um, but yeah, getting back on track. Yeah, man. Just went through a lot. Went through a lot this camp, and to grow in the way that I've grown, not only just in the ring but outside of the ring, man. It makes all of it worth it because it's the amateurs, man. Anytime you step in the ring, you want to win. Anytime you step in the ring, you want to be dominant. You want to be the best fighter that night. You want to be the best version of yourself. But the fact is, this is the training ground that makes for a great pro experience. That's where I'm going. That's the direction I'm going. That's where I'm going to be um, here very soon. So going out here and getting these experiences, seeing these different styles, being able to face them, being able to face adversity, fight in front of these crowds, doing this traveling. It's just like it's all like going to school, man. It's all like going to school for yeah. I'll send you the link, Jake. It's like going to school for boxing at this point. Um, Let me get him this link real quick. But yeah, this is just like it's like boxing school at this point, and I'm just grateful. I'm grateful for the experience and what I've had to go through. It's not been easy as some, and probably not been as hard as others, but it's been my journey, and I'm truthfully grateful for the journey for real because I'm starting to learn that it's not so much where you going, but how you get there, and embracing the grind that really matters at the end of the day. That's really what makes all of this worth it. But enough rambling. We have a new segment to introduce on the Ring Rant, man. It's called Punch and Scroll. Let me get my guy up here. What's up, bro?
What up with it?
Oh man, about to introduce this new segment, man. I think you're gonna like this right here. It's called Punch and Scroll. It's time for the new favorite segment where tweets get uppercutted and hot takes get jabbed. This is Punch and Scroll. I'm about to pull up the socials, going live with y'all, and I haven't prepped a thing. Jake hasn't prepped either. So what you see is what you get. We're talking tweets, IG clips, fight memes, wild comments, and yes, I will be calling out the keyboard warriors. If you were wondering if we will play Cap or Dap, you better believe it. We are here to give these social media gladiators a trial by fire they never knew was coming. All right, Slimes, let's get ready to go. If you're new here, let's break it down. This show runs on your reaction in a game we call Cap or Dap. Every clip, every hot take, every moment, you decide. If it's trash, throw a cap emoji in the chat. If you rock with it, drop that handshake emoji. And don't forget, if you want to jump in the live, hit the link to join the punchline when it opens up. We got my guy here, right here. He's a punchline champion, Jake the Truth Lewis. You know what's going on, man. The best caller or comment, you're getting crowned our punchline contender, and you could be one step closer to that punchline champ strap. All right, man. Let me load up this screen share, and let's get into these socials, man. You can see that. It's up on the screen.
Yeah.
Uh, all right. First punch and scroll. Let's slide down here. Let's see what's going on Insta. We got my guy Two Tone, the superstar, man. Now, bro, right here, he was the co-host of the Boxing Voice podcast coverage of Border
Okay, yeah.
Wars. Yeah, that's my guy right there. Was able to link up with bro, meet bro. We had some real, you know what I'm saying? Some you see guys on the screen, right?
Yeah,
And
yeah. I remember seeing him. He was doing all the interviews at the end, right?
yeah, yep,
Okay.
doing the
Yeah.
interviews and kicking it. And bro is a personality, you know what I'm saying? Like, and so like I said, you you, you learn people's personalities on uh online, and you like, you know, all right, he cool, or whatever. You form your little opinion or whatever. But you like,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? You like, man, I don't really know this person in real life. You know what I mean? So meeting bro in real life, us being able to chop it, saying talk that talk. Obviously we've chopped it on the show, and we were familiar with each other, but really being able to link in and really get on track, like with mindsets and seeing where people at, was like it was good, bro. We locked in. Me and bro definitely locked in. Says what's it say here? It says you crushed it in July. It's what his July looked like. So 634,000 reels and post views, up from June. 66% of the views coming from non-followers. He's got 11,000 followers, so he's doing it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, you
He
doing
doing
good.
his thing, and that's the whole thing. I think the post was about. He said 1 ton of superstar and 2 ton of superstar been in our bag lately. Proud dad moment. So yeah, salute, bro, man. He doing his thing. Let's scroll. Let's scroll. Let's scroll. What we got here? The Ring magazine, man. He damn near beat Oshaki Foster, and that's the guy I've been calling out. It motivates me to go in there and really put a beating on Nova. He's kind of got to take Oshaki's ass whooping a little bit. So Ray Ford talking about Abraham Nova. That's a fight that he got coming up. Abraham Nova been staying active in the Team Combat League, fighting the 1 round scraps. Um, uh, yeah, man, Ray Ford. I mean, I don't know if you hip to Ray Ford like that. Abraham Nova's an older fighter, proven for sure. For each, I think he basically just trying to put a name on his record. Abraham Nova is a good name, but he's past his best days. I think he'll be able to kind of give him a little test or something. You know what I mean? Be able to give him a test for sure. Um, but not the fight that I want to see Ray Ford in. I do want to see the Oshaki Foster fight. He's been calling for that fight. Um, I think I think that he has a big enough name for that fight. I think for real, even though Oshaki is the champion, I would argue Raymond Ford might. I mean, he might have a bigger name for real than Oshaki. For real, for real. Oshaki's one of those guys. He's kind of like a Terrence Bud Crawford. He just fight and then he disappeared for a year and then he popped back up and fight. It's like, bruh, you gotta build that character, man. Like we gotta see you, we gotta hear you. All right, now this is a big one. This one, overtime boxing, man. They said these are the names that have reportedly received offers to fight Jerron Boots in his next. And I s- let me see this post. Hold on. Yeah, because there should be another part to it. He said it reportedly in his next, Rashidi Ellis, Charles Conwell, Josh Kelly, Andreas Katzer. I don't even know how to pronounce his name. Katsarakis.
Concert.
We just
Yeah.
yeah,
Yep.
we just be calling him cats. I ain't never even tried to pronounce that. I just be calling him cats for real. But
Yeah, that's do it.
yeah. He a overtime boxer. He decent for real. For real, 54. Got a nice pop on him. I don't think. I don't know. I don't know. I mean, you never want to count a guy out, but Boots is a tough challenge.
Yeah,
This is what I want to ask you. Like, so Boots basically, Turkey Out Sheik came out and was like, yeah, Boots said that he needs a tune up at 54. Basically, he don't want to hop right in the fire at 54. You agree with that? What you think about that?
I mean, What going? So he hopping up in weight.
Yeah, he going up
It
from
makes sense for
47 to
his career.
64.
You know what I mean? On a level of he's trying to preserve himself. You know what I mean? And he wants to make a statement in there. So he wants,
Yeah,
he,
I
he
mean,
wants
I think they want to get everything. I think they want to get all the programming down for sure, but I don't know if it's so much Boots as it. I'm kind of feeling like
his
it's his
team.
management. Yeah,
Yeah, his team,
I feel like it's
which
his management for real. He
makes
got Eddie
sense
Hearn.
though.
He got Eddie Hearn. Eddie Hearn want to always babysit, move super careful, try to. He just like Eddie Hearn's first fight with Shakur Stevenson was Josh Padley. Like
Right.
Josh Padley. That's what you came out here and gave us was Josh Padley. Like, man, I know he didn't spend no money on that. He probably gave Josh Padley life changing money and he gave him a deal. I don't even know if he gave him life changing money because he gave him a deal after that. So he probably for real won out because he probably was like, look, I'm about to give you the money for this fight. This is the biggest fight that you've ever had. You know what I'm saying? He was a late replacement, paid him. He got in the ring and then he gave him a deal after that, and that's cool. But I feel like you know there's not going to be many crazy big fights for Josh Padley later on. I mean, he has a name on his record, but he got stopped by Shakur. So I don't know. I don't like Eddie Hearn for real. I
I
don't like
mean,
Eddie.
Padley had his chance to become champion, but I think I watched the interview. He said Shakur hit him. It wasn't so much Shakur. Shakur could hit him, and he could not hit Shakur. You know what I mean? At
Yeah,
every range and angle. So that's just the levels to it, bro. You know what I mean? He was out of his league. Shakur been doing it since he was fucking knee high. You know what I mean? So when you
facts.
look at it, Josh is probably a late boxer. You're gonna run into them guys that you can't. Their timing, the range is perfect, bro. You know what I mean?
I mean, I just think Shakur Stevenson is special at the end of the day.
Speaking of Shakur, I want to see Connor and Shakur fight, man. That's what I want to see. I love how that tied into that.
Yeah. No, I think Connor and Shakur would be a cool fight. Introduce Shakur to the UK fan base for real. Um, give Connor a good name to fight against. You know what I'm saying? They'd be able to put on something big, something entertaining over there in the UK. I don't
Right.
think that Connor wins for real, just because, yet again, like you said, I think he's a little outskilled there with Shakur.
Yeah.
Shakur's not going to offer to fight somebody that big if he don't feel like he got it in the bag. Like you know what I mean? Like he's not even trying to go up to 40 and fight nobody. But he's like,
Yeah.
man, I'll go up to 47 and fight you because
He
I know I
he
can
gonna
beat
box him. He not gonna fight him. He
you.
gonna
Nah,
box him, outbox him, and then Connor's gonna try to land big punches. This he's just gonna. Who knows though? I mean, a fight at the end of the day, a fight is a fight, and it could go either way. But if Connor can't catch him, it's gonna be a long night for Connor, bro. You know what I mean?
it's gonna be a long night for. I mean, Connor is explosive, but he telegraphs a lot. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not very sophisticated. It's not very tricky. You know what I mean? And you're dealing with the man that has some of the best distance control and timing in the game right now. So
Yeah, for sure.
we got here the Mercy Fox. First amateur fight in the books, thanks to my coaches. Let's see what we got here. Let's see what we got here. So this is some on the suggested side. Swinging wild, boom. I don't know if he's in the white or the blue. That's I got that same. I got that same title fit.
I
Ooh,
think he in the
he's
white,
ooh.
bro. Yeah, I think
He in
he
the
in the
black.
white. Oh yeah,
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 he in
he in
the
the
black
black
and
and
white.
white.
He in the black and white for sure. Cause you're not posting up. You ain't posting up. You getting knocked out.
Yeah, I
Dude in the
wouldn't.
blue did not post this. You know what I'm saying? And he
Yeah,
thanking his opponent like, hell no, you ain't post that.
he's a big puncher for real.
He was swinging crazy though.
Yeah, but yeah,
He was swinging crazy.
they look tired though. Blue look tired. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't know what round they in.
Yeah, he sat there, man. He sat there with his hands down. I
Yeah,
think I think that
I
could have
mean,
been
but that's
avoided.
a
If he
that's a
just
first
kept his
fight.
hands up.
That's a first fight. That's probably dude's first fight too. So I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie. I gotta watch that back one more time though. He do got some power. Cause look, he catches him right there. He takes the punch. Measure. He should have smothered him. About to just be swinging crazy like that at me, boy. Listen, I'm coming with that smother and the up
yeah.
B. Hold that. But I'm
That's
gonna
what
give you
that experience do. You know what I mean? A
hell
more
yeah.
experienced fighter, he wouldn't have got that off. I don't think.
Hell no. More experienced fighter tying him the fuck up right there. You know what I'm saying? If I know I'm in a bad way, I know I'm in a bad spot. I'm not about to be standing there hands down trying to push you off. I'm about to, the safest spot is to get close.
Exactly. Yeah.
So we got here Rico the Chosen, man. He putting in POV when your thoughts become reality. PR hit. How many plates is that?
Probably like six.
One,
Nah,
two, three,
three.
four, five, six. It's
Yeah,
three on
yeah.
each side.
But them 45s though, that's the question because they rubber,
I mean,
which it really don't matter. That's still.
that's how big the 45s are though. And then he
I
got
think that's
25
four
on the
plates right
outside.
there.
So
Yeah, he got four
that's
plates
three
on there.
plates and 50, 45, 45, 90, 180, 45, 270, 50, 320, then a bar 45. So it's like 365 down there, foe. That's a nice that's a nice demonstration.
Yeah, for sure.
That's a nice demonstration. I give it to him. He in there working. That's what's up. Ric Flair. Ric Flair and Chris Brown, but you don't never know what you gonna see. We scrolling. Ric Flair and Chris Brown is not what's going on right now. Most valuable promotions. Talking about had a paramedic on standby. Corey Marksman ahead of his fight with Luis Martinez. Corey Marksman actually is he's a prospect for real.
Yeah, I'm
He's a
not hip to him.
uh he was a top amateur. He was a top amateur. He ain't, he hasn't really stepped into the top rankings. He's still on his way up, but he's definitely a dog. That's what the cards he's been fighting on. He's been fighting on the prospect cards on most valuable promotions. He a
Okay.
dog, and this is gonna be a nice little test for him. Man. He's 11-0-1. He's got one draw, got 8 knockouts. He's facing a 9-1 guy. He dangerous at 35 though. He dangerous at 35. He punching nice.
Yeah, he looked like he. You said he got 8 knockouts. It's hard to see. Yeah,
Yeah, he
eight
got 8
knockouts.
knockouts.
So
Yeah.
dude's four. I mean, you just never know, man. You
I
never
mean,
know.
at this level, they're not gonna put him in there with. I mean, I ain't gonna lie. Prospects, MVP prospects cards do good 50-50 fights. They do put on good 50-50 fights. I expect for him to probably be challenged. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna put him in front of a decent challenge and give a decent fight and keep building his record. But I doubt he loses. I doubt he loses. I bet he gonna keep that. Oh,
Right.
a legacy in the building. Legacy.
Shout out to Legacy.
All right, let's see what's going on real quick with X. I'm gonna switch back over to X. Get some little reactions on what's going on X, man.
Yeah, I ran today. I got a little 4 miles in and shit.
4 miles, that's good work.
Yeah, it's alright. I mean, I was sprinting in between, like, I sprinted for 2 mile, like, periodically for 2 miles, and then after two, I just hit the straight other two
Yeah,
at a consistent pace.
yeah, that's good work. That's good work. Definitely gonna need to mix in them sprints. Now that you on the downhill,
Yeah,
getting ready for getting ready to hop in the ring. The sprints is what's gonna matter. All right, let's see what we got going on X, man. Yeah, we'll stay on for you. Oh, they talking
I'm
about this.
hungry, bro.
That's good, clean work. Deanne says that's good, clean work. Devin by UD. And we're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead. Our first shout out of the day. Our first time we gonna run that, man. You tell us if it's cap or dap, man. You tell us if it's cap or dap. We gonna go ahead, man. Good clean work. She says Devin by unanimous decision. And this is on. She's responding to the boxing and barbecue page. Brian Norman Jr. putting in that work for Devin Haney. Everybody can't wait for that fight. This is Brian Norman on the bag, man. So, man, she said Devin Haney by UD, man. Cap or dap? What do you think?
Uh, with Brian Norman,
Yeah, yeah, with Brian Norman.
Cap,
Yep.
Cap. I think Brian's gonna stop him.
Think you gonna stop him?
Yeah, Brian gonna stop him, bro.
Ryan couldn't stop him.
You don't think
Ryan
so?
couldn't stop him, and I'm saying Ryan couldn't stop him, and he was overweight and on steroids. That's a
Brian also put
that's
him
a lot
down
of
three
advantage.
times, bro. Yeah, I mean, I get that, but Brian Norman is just, from what I've seen, he's a different animal than Devin. I mean, he's more destructive. Devin's smart. He's clean. You know what I mean? But like that last fight, he was gun shy. You know what I mean? He was real gun shy. It took him a minute to get his fucking his confidence back in that fight. And to be real with you, Brian comes out, he's confident already. He's firing off what he needs to be firing off rip. And if Devin's sitting there trying to just see what's going on, it might be a short night. If not, he's gonna have a painful night. And he might win by UD, but I think that's cap, bro. I don't see it.
I mean, it's not capped for the fact that if Brian, I mean, if Haney wins, 9 times out of 10 is gonna be by UD. This is the thing though that everybody's so focused on boxing is such a what have you done for me lately sport. You go out there in front of a guy that was tailor made for you to knock out and knock him out. Good job. You know what I'm saying? You went in there in front of a hard puncher, but he fought in the perfect styles make fights. He fought in the perfect style. Now, let's go back to the style that you struggle with. Counter punching boxers. Counter punching boxer puts you on your pockets. See, nobody's talking about the fact Brian Norman Jr. has been knocked down before. Brian Norman Jr. has actually had a couple rough fights on his way up. Now, you improve, you get better. He's got the belt, he's doing his thing. But everybody just thinking that he's this seek and destroy puncher that came up out of nowhere is because they just got hip to him. Those of us that have been known Brian Norman Jr., like he is limited in some of the things that he can do in the boxing ring. Now, the question is going to be has he improved? If he's truly improved on those things, then that's going to be great. But up till now, he hasn't faced a test to see if he's improved on those specific things. He's all the guys that he faced have been guys that stood right in front of him, and he's either been the better boxer in the situation, or his power came through. And like he was beating that boy from pillar to post for sure, but that everybody really not many the fight was in Japan. Not many people seen the fight. Like I watched the whole entire fight. Like he was beating him and got the knockout as an accumulation of him beating him. You see what I'm saying? Everybody just saw the highlight and the one punch. It was like, oh, he's a killer. He's got killer power. He's got that one punch knockout. It wasn't a one punch knockout. Like he beat him up for like 5 rounds, and then
Yeah, but he,
punch
he
he went
did it with the same combo he showed on the bag, if I'm not mistaken.
He
The
beat him
same
up
two
for
left
five
hooks.
rounds, though. He beat him up for 5 rounds.
Yeah,
Either way it goes, you watch the highlights, you think it's a one punch knockout. You think they were boxing,
I
and he clipped him. You
right,
watch
right.
the
So
fight, you
that's
see him beat him up for 5 rounds, and it took him 5 rounds to get him up out of there.
so you
That's
don't
what I'm
think
saying.
he could do enough damage to Devin to to do that?
Devin got up 3 times at a lower weight class. You don't absorb punches better at a lower weight class fighting a guy that's fighting overweight in your weight class, fighting a guy that's weight bullying you. So obviously, Devin don't go out easy, or you'd have been out in that fight. If you're gonna go out in a fight, it's probably gonna be in a fight where you're fighting a guy that's overweight and fighting on dope. Like he's on drugs and came in overweight and you agreed to fight him and rehydrated past that. Like, so if you didn't struggle in that fight, it's just a boxing is a what have you done for me lately. Everybody's gonna go off of what they last opinion of the last thing that they saw, and not the sum total of a person's whole career. They said the exact same thing going into a Regis Prograis fight. The exact same thing. Regis Prograis gonna knock him out. Regis Prograis punches too hard. Regis Prograis, it's the first time he's gonna fight somebody his size. Nope, it ain't gonna work. Regis. Dang, he just sparked Regis Prograis pillar to post. And this is the other thing about the everybody. He was gun shy. He was gun shy. He was gun shy. He went out there and was. I didn't see somebody that was gun shy. I seen somebody that was fighting for the perception of the people. He did not want to get touched up at all in that fight because he did not want the perception going into the Ryan fight to be, oh, you know, he gets hit and he's this and he's that. So he went out there against a guy that he could easily just outbox and run around and fought safe. He just fought safe, got the win. At the end of the day, gunshot. No, I see a guy that's got one of the biggest fights of his life already signed. That's why I don't like signing the fight and then having you fight another fight. That made no sense to me because to think that that fight is not going to impact this fight is retarded.
Right.
Broly went out there and knocked Ryan Garcia on his pockets. You know what I'm saying? And ruined the rematch for real. So if he doesn't have that rematch, and that's not the situation, I don't know that he necessarily fights Jose Ramirez like that because this is the thing. Usually you're in a situation where you're fighting and you have to have a good performance so that you can get that next big fight or get the next bigger fight. You see what I'm saying? What
Yes.
happens when you already have the next bigger fight signed? You don't have to go out there and fight to prove anything because usually you're fighting for your next contract, your next fight. You need your name to be hot. You need to be, you know what I'm saying, looking good.
Exactly.
You don't got that motivation, but shoot, I know I got this fight locked in. All I got to do is make sure I don't lose and ruin. You know what I'm saying? So to me, his mindset was, let me not lose, let me not ruin the fight. And how could you
Yeah.
lose? Take unnecessary risk.
Right. I mean, I like that hypothesis. In my opinion, though, I think I like Brian Norman better. I've never really liked Haney. I mean, he's good. He's a great boxer, but he's just not. He's not. Styles make fights, and I think Brian Norman would be a bad style for him to go up against.
No,
But if
I agree. I agree with you there. I don't understand why. I don't understand why fight this fight now. We
yeah,
don't
I mean,
truly know what he has to offer at 47. We don't know how he's punching. We don't know, what it, how much has his punch resistance improved at 47. We don't know maybe with the added muscle how much more explosive he is. You know what I mean? We just don't know what he's doing with his body at 47 because of the way that he fought Jose Ramirez and the fact that it wasn't all the way at 47. That was a catch weight of like 42 or 43 or something like that. You know what I mean? People are like, oh, well, it was above 40. That's a welterweight fight. No, you don't fight, so you don't know that 2 pounds matters. When you're
yeah, I
rehydrating
mean,
at the cut weight, when you're getting down, 2 pounds matters.
yeah,
4 pounds matters. Like, you know what I'm saying? So you coming in a full 147 and getting a full rehydration, we don't know what size Devin Haney is for real. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think that was purposely done because they were both coming up. So neither one of them knew how their bodies will respond. Well, let's play it safe. We know more about the lower weight than we do the higher weight. We don't know which guy could come in way too big. You know what I mean? Like, we don't know which guy could just be looking huge at 47. Let's go ahead and make it a catch weight.
yeah.
So I don't know. I think I think if Brian Norman does win, he's gonna need to win by knockout. I
Yeah,
feel
for
like that.
sure.
I don't because this is the thing. He doesn't really have the experience of outclassing a guy at this level for 12 rounds. You see what I'm saying? He
Right.
got elevated to I think he has a WBO, so don't quote me on that, but he got elevated to that status and has defended. He didn't just have it like that. You know what I mean? So
Right.
We'll see how it goes.
You never know. Devin might have pop and put Brian down. You know, that's the
That's what I'm
crazy
saying. I
thing
don't
about it,
know.
bro. It
I
could,
don't know
it
if he
could.
has. That's my biggest question: is can he stand there and get Brian Norman Jr. to respect him? Like in my fight, that was a big difference. They all thought, oh, and still they keep saying, oh, well, I don't think you really have the power. The power, like, bro, that every fight, that's what the dude comes in. I ain't gonna lie, I ain't know you was gonna be punching like that. Every spar, I ain't gonna lie. What weight class you fight at? You got pop at 130, like, bro. But you think because the like everybody thinks that if you don't Mike Tyson and knock him out in one shot and there's not this big he's got power, like, bro, power is the accumulation of shots. It's just hard punches, bro.
Yeah.
There's not many guys that just have a Deontay Wilder right hand, go to
Right.
sleep.
Right.
Tank Davis most of the time knocking a guy out, he counter him with an accurate shot. They translation of power for these guys that really don't fight, don't really truly understand what power is
Right.
more
I
than
mean, power
anything.
is very minute when it's like, you got a fucking boulder, and then you got to do throwing just enough stones to keep you off of him. I mean, it's a long night for you if he's good enough with his footwork, bro. Yeah,
It,
I've had that happen.
right.
You know.
Not even that. Like you can have all of the power in the world if it don't land. If you don't have
Right.
punch accuracy, if you don't have punch placement, if you can't set the power up, it doesn't matter.
Exactly.
You can
That's what I'm
punch through a
saying.
brick wall, but if you don't never hit him,
Right.
what does it matter? If you every time you go to swing, he get up out the way, you can't set it up. He see it coming a mile away, it doesn't matter. So there's much more to power than punching hard. And that's what
Yeah.
people don't understand or get. Some
Right.
of my biggest shots in that fight I missed, but some of my biggest shots in that fight that really you got to think. If you see this kid's other fights, bro, he is terrorizing dudes, man. He is in the inside. He punched hard, bro. He had good pop. That's the best pop I've faced in the ring to this point. But
Right.
like his other fight, I seen his other fight, bro. He was terrorizing dudes, bro. Like the kid is good, and that's the part they don't get because I will get into that in a minute. But we got on the show, and you know, I'm trying to get this next fight in the community lined up, and they were like, basically like, well, we don't like we don't know coming off of a loss, and I'm like, first of all, I got a split decision in a fight where y'all said I was the underdog and I was gonna get you. Well, I just hope you don't get finished like somebody's ever gotten close to ever finishing me or any like completely disrespected what I got going on. All right, that's cool. Came out, proved I could fight, fought
Yeah.
well, arguably should have won the fight. You know what I'm
Yeah. You
saying?
did win that fight. When I watched that, you won that fight. You won that
You know what
fight.
I'm saying? Like, so at the end of the day, it's like what are we really what are we
I
really talking
watched
about?
the I watched that whole Border Wars, and a couple guys got robbed, man. That won.
Yeah.
Like, what was his name? Boss something.
Oh, see the
OC
boss.
Boss. Yeah, he won that fight in my opinion, and they still gave it to other dude and a couple other guys. I'm like, man,
I know
that's
that fight was probably hard to score for the judges just because them guys was fighting hard,
yeah,
but they was a little bit all over the place. You see what I'm
yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So that was a tough. I was like, even my fight, like, you know what I'm saying, my fight was very very back and forth. So if you favorite one thing or the other, you know what I'm saying, I definitely seen, I'm always gonna look at the things that I have to improve on.
right.
So
No,
I
but the
definitely
improvement
seen
that I
the things.
seen was incredible. You know what I mean? Like, from the last performance, I was there. We fought in the same event. You
Yeah,
know what I mean? From that fight to this fight, I'm like, if that guy would have fought the last guy, that last guy wouldn't have been standing, bro. Like, he would have been down. So that's a beautiful thing to see, is that your improvement is just it's taking levels on up. You know what I mean? And
facts.
against higher skilled opponents that are tougher dudes and harder punchers.
I appreciate it, bro. I
And
appreciate it.
you were the underdog, and they try. You had to work with this psychological, you know, aspect of this, and you still went in there as a man and like in my opinion, you conquered that fight. Shit, even if they didn't score it as you winning, but shit, I look at it as you conquered. Go ahead and play it, bro. Yeah, go ahead and play it.
Community. Let's see what he got.
Let's see. Let's see how it
He
goes,
said this
man.
is sixth or seventh fight this year. Whoa.
I'm gonna
Well,
definitely
he
get
got
on
a
the border
dog in
wars
front
for
of him. This
sure.
kid's
I'm
gonna
gonna
come
definitely
out
do
We're
that.
throwing
supposed to be putting one
bangers.
together
You know,
October.
October,
he
yeah, I
not here to
seen
throw
that.
little baby shots. He trying to take Michael head off. You gonna
Damn,
see
this
that.
crazy.
But yeah, for sure, come down.
It's
We
crazy.
go down there together and get these dubs.
Yeah, for sure. That last fight, man. What was his name? Alexis something.
Alexis
Alexis.
Lunis.
Man,
Yeah.
that dude. What weight class was that? You know?
Yes,
Uh,
sir. It's
that
going down,
was
ladies and
like
gentlemen. We
54,
are
I believe.
on bout
That's ridiculous, and
number
that's I could fight him
11.
at
Number
54, but
7 more,
that
8
guy's
more. I
tough.
think we got
He's a
19
tough
total.
he's a tough
8 more
kid, but
bouts to go
he's there to be hit too.
right
Yeah,
here
for
in
sure.
Watertown.
They're trying to set
His
up
body
my
shot
guy
though, I like
Going
his
Yancy.
down.
body shot that set up everything, bro. That's
Nah, for
something you
sure.
don't see
My
enough
man
in
Mike
amateur
said
boxing.
ain't nobody
Like
hurting him in here.
that body
He
shot he
said
hit
ain't
Drew
nobody
with,
hurting him.
that
He
was
said he
good.
ain't scared of these dudes.
That
This
Me
shit
and
was
dude
bro had
though,
good.
already, you
he's
know what
the
I'm saying,
only guy that got
lightweight.
a wrench in the
Lightweight felt
GBB
each
champ.
other out back there waiting for the fights or whatever. So
He's
we
the
knew it was gonna
only
be a
nigga
good
that got a
scrap. We
wrench.
knew we was both dogs.
Okay, popping the jab right from the door
Yeah.
is Michael in the red. Gloves, that is. Oh, good double jab by Andres. Right hand by Michael and got countered by a right hand from Andres. Right
That
hand
was
by
a good
Michael on the
punch, bro.
inside, short, clean. Oh, right hand by Andres. He's a very fast counter
That's
puncher.
what I
Good
said. It was a
power
lot of
jab
punch
from
for
Andres.
punch.
Damn. Good double jab,
Now
triple.
you was peppering him though with that
Yeah, that's
jab,
what I'm saying. Like it was a lot of
and
punch for
that's
punch as far as moments, but from the
Oh, good
outside,
right
I
hand.
just
Missed
still
the
was
left.
keeping the
Okay.
jab,
Okay.
and then coming to fight when it was
Michael
they
time.
scored
being
a
the
jab the
aggressor.
same as a knockdown. So I don't know how you
Oh,
didn't
missed
pull
the
ahead
big
because he
uppercut.
hardly threw any jabs. Bro.
Oh, power shot. Andres.
Damn.
Oh, good power jab, Michael. It's a tough squabble now.
Yeah,
Counter
it's a
jabbed him
squabble.
off that too, and angled out of there.
Hey, good jab. I like Michael. He's sticking to the fundamentals.
Man, he got caught with a jab.
Oh, power right hand. You better keep that footwork better. Good power jab to the body there from Andres.
Right there, I wanted to see what he was gonna do. If he was gonna work on the inside. Once I seen
right,
that he
things
was
are
willing
starting
to
to slow
just
down
tie up
now.
and try to get back
Yeah,
out,
We're
I
going to
said,
see
"Oh
whose
yeah,
tank is there.
It's your
I'm gonna be
fight.
able to get off some things on the inside."
Right.
Even in
Michael using them feet. Oh, Superman punch.
He didn't press you
Yeah, that's
enough.
what I'm saying. Like he
Oh,
wasn't trying to like
oh.
shake me up
Your
off
Good
me
power
on
good
the
was
hook,
keeping
I
inside.
say.
the power. Yeah, that's what I'm saying though. Your combos and power was keeping him from like trying to go in. You know,
10 seconds.
you made it. You made him have to
Yeah, they
think.
both got to finish strong because it's tough. I don't know who
Yeah,
won this shit.
that was my whole goal. That was my whole
I
goal,
feel like
man. The
I'm
whole
leaning
training,
Michael
the
because
whole
he
fight was
community.
my
I
whole
don't
goal was
know.
like
It's community.
Who won
Man.
I
that
gotta
round,
sit down on
fellas?
these
I don't
punches
know.
because
Y'all
I
gonna have
gotta
to
be
tell
able
me
to
in the
get
chat.
respect and get it quick.
Protege with the
Yeah, you did
$10.
too.
Oh,
You did.
love, no words. Who won that round?
Once I
Chat?
seen that I could
I
get
don't know,
him
man.
a
Stock
forward
chases.
fighter
What you saying?
to step
Hashtag
back
slime
and hesitate
season.
a little bit, I said, "Oh
Did he
yeah,
win though? Did he take that round? What you thinking? What you thinking?
I
What
know
you
I'm gonna
thinking?
be in this fight." The only thing that surprised me
Oh, they got
was
it 1-0 Andres.
how explosive he was.
Right.
Like he was
Badger
explosive from
says,
the
let's
outside
fucking
too.
go,
He could jump in the
Andres.
same way that I would jump in. I thought that he would kind of wade forward a little bit more
Okay,
and
got
wait till he
Dollar
got to his range,
DiBiase
but he
giving
was
his
willing
man
to
the
take risks.
towel, getting a
I
little
just knew I could
extra
take more.
air.
Right.
Adrian in his corner.
Yeah, you walked him
I
into
think
some good
Adrian's
punches
2-0,
that first
man.
round,
He's 2
bro,
and
and
0 or 0 2.
No,
you
2-0.
made
Both
it
his
look
fighters
easier
won.
than what
Oh
it is to
shit.
do that with a guy like that. You know what I
Come
mean?
on, Hamza.
Yeah.
Come on,
People don't
Hamza.
realize that unless they've been in the
Hey,
ring.
yo.
You know, a guy like that,
Come
he's
on,
still something there.
Oh,
Hamid.
he jumping out.
How strong
Oh
he
shit.
is.
Oh, good
Yeah,
left
Like
hook.
that
and
left
the
hook.
Oh,
reason,
That's
hey,
what I was telling you about.
oh,
the reason why I came out of the corner like that, right, was because my corner, man, shout out my guy DiBiase, man. My corner was like, he was like, look, bro. He's like, look, man, he about to come out and expect you to box. He's like, man, I want you to go across there and just put a right hand on him. So I'm like, all right.
Oh, Hamza.
Well, in my mind, I'm thinking of it right now. I'm like, man, all right, he gonna think I'm about to start bouncing around boxing. I'm about to just go straight across and throw the right
He
hand.
jumping out.
Oh shit.
And then when he came in, you
good
check
left
cooked
hook.
it. That check cooked,
Partially
bro.
blocked.
Yeah.
Oh.
This is squabble.
Andres bringing that pain.
But that's what's really helped me is those just that little
This is
wrestling and
squabble.
stuff like that on the inside, learning
Yeah.
to stay calm in there. And if my hands ain't free and I'm
Yeah,
not
that's what
working,
Mike, keep the jab on him.
Pure
That
jab.
footwork look a lot better too.
Keep that jab on
Yeah,
him.
just
get
a
up
lot
them nasty
calmer.
clinches. Good jab.
Yeah. Yeah.
Good left hook.
Yeah, that left hook, bro.
Okay.
Michael,
He boxing. He boxing.
When I heard
man.
that, when I watched this fight and I heard how you was hitting, I was like, yeah, that
shit.
he got it down now.
Yeah.
Good right
Timing
hand.
was right.
He better.
See right there, that was what I was
Yeah.
talking about earlier. When I
Yeah,
seen
you gauged that.
Test to
Yeah.
test, and he wasn't gonna punch for real, he wasn't looking for punches. I said, oh yeah, I got him. All I gotta do is make sure I keep my hands busy. I'll win those points in there. Caught me right there, back again.
Oh shit.
Michael a dog, man.
Never have
He
I
get hit, he
seen a
wanna hit
style,
back.
his
Yeah,
style
he want his
fighter
back.
versus
He want
your
his
style
back in
fighter
blood.
and not be able to get him on the ropes and still win, bro. I've never, because
he
you
got
landed
called
way
his,
more punches, way
Andres,
cleaner.
Andres might be
Oh,
taking.
shit.
I mean,
Good right
you
hand.
controlled that whole fight. I think until like
Oh, beautiful
Oh,
left
the
the
last
hook.
of this
Yeah.
round.
Caught
You know
that
what I mean?
motherfucker coming in.
And
Yeah, it's the
even then
third round
it
for
was a
real.
fight.
That might have been
Yeah, the
crazy.
third round really is where
Oh,
look, I
good right
mean,
hand, Michael.
I'm not seeing any
Straight on the
punches come from
kisser.
him. So
Fight, man.
how are they scoring that at all?
Uh-oh. He
It's not
got
hard to
tired.
score.
We seen that big breathe. We seen that
Yeah,
big
right here, the
breath.
end, like right here. Yeah, I did
uppercut
get tired.
Andres. Uppercut again.
Oh, double
Oh.
uppercut.
Yeah.
Andres.
Yeah, Michael starting to gas. Did he steal his round?
He gotta go to the body, man.
Good block.
Michael gotta go to the body.
Good combination there at the end.
And that punch caught him at the end, bro. That's what I'm saying. You landed majority of punches two
Who
rounds
y'all
in a
gave that
row.
round to, chat?
That's
We
where I
got
thought I got him
H-Town,
right
two
there. It was like, I'm like,
rounds.
man,
The
I pretty
last
much got this
ring
fight
girl
won right now. And
got
I just got to
the
close strong.
McDuffies on
Right.
point, Tom.
I knew he was coming though, because I could hear Adrian, his corner man, across. I could hear him like, going like, man, like, you gotta turn up, you gotta let your hands go, you gotta. So I'm like, man, they know. So he hitting him with that urgency. He letting him know he might be down on the cards. I'm like, he about to come out hard.
1-1 legacy mindset. Mick Donovan says 1-1. Steven Gonzalez says no body
I'm
shots.
still baffled on how.
Stock
But then again, I
says
seen that
not
whole
clean.
event, and I was like,
Top
oh,
Trend says
a couple
Michael
guys got
low-key
robbed just because
good.
of what was that in Adrian?
Old Wizard said this
Who? Adrian's the
go,
trainer and the
Slime
owner of the
Bowie.
gym.
Yeah, and they was saying on
He said
the
Adrian biggest hope. That's nasty.
yeah, exactly. They were saying,
Michael,
you know,
Trends, 2-0 Andres.
if it's not Adrian's guy, then they're not gonna win. That's what they were saying. Announcing, you know what I mean?
Oh, good left hook right hand.
Well, you know, the commission that's always knows you that, you know what I mean, is a little bit more, you know, you fighting the style that they're used to seeing. They're always gonna favor that. You coming out of town, you're gonna have to dominate.
See, he bringing more pressure. Michael got to get this dude respect. Oh,
and see, that's the thing.
Yeah.
They were thinking that he got to get his respect. He doesn't have his. I've been had the respect.
Right.
It's just It's just now I'm just throwing a little less punches. Like my activity went down just a little bit just for me being tired and throwing hella punches. I'm still sticking and moving though.
He got turned. He keep going the same way though.
Yeah.
But he was tired too. Right there. That was surprising. I didn't think he had that in his
This is the
bag.
third round. Don't put your hands down trying to be tough.
He's definitely a dog. You know, he got that dog style. You know.
Yeah. Hey, so right there, right? It's the crazy part. He catches me right there.
That was that straight left hand. That
He
was
better not.
jab.
This the third round. Don't put your hands down trying to be tough.
You just talking to him?
Yeah,
Oh,
he
let's
catching.
go.
So we right here. We like he tell me we break. We right there. We talking to each other. So he tapped me for the break. I'm like, yeah, go ahead. So we break apart. We just looked at each other and both nodded like, all right, let's just go to the center and fight.
Michael. Let's go, Michael. Oh,
This
shit.
the
Like we
third.
both tired
That's
as hell.
third.
Hey, Michael, this the
Yeah, for
third,
sure.
baby.
But you see how
Oh, body
I'm
shot
walking him back.
Andres.
Oh, shit.
He's supposed
Yeah.
to be the inside fighter. I'm supposed to be the outside boxer. But when we get on the inside,
Downstairs
I'm
with it.
stronger than these guys.
Downstairs,
Good right hook by
Michael.
Michael.
I ain't gonna
Yeah,
lie.
you was getting it right there.
Right
What?
hand to the
What is
body.
they scoring, bro?
There
I
you
don't
go.
get it, man.
Michael won this.
And you went to
He
his
gotta
body
keep
right there.
fighting this. He letting it get tight.
Yeah,
Catch me
man.
right here. That was a good one too.
What, out of the whole fight? You know what I mean? Out of the
That was
whole
a good
fight?
one too, though.
You know, you can't score that out of the whole fight of how many times he got caught.
He
They gonna,
missed them shits.
Oh, shit.
he had some good head movement
Damn.
right there. He was,
Yeah,
but
some great head movement. Cause I ain't gonna lie, if one of them would have landed, hey, I was throwing them from
Hey, yo,
hell.
that might be low
Right.
key
One
a
of them would have
draw.
landed. I ain't gonna lie.
That might be low key
I don't think he would have went
bro.
down because I hit him with some very
I don't
clean
think they
shit, bro.
even
He had a
gonna give
good
it a
team,
draw.
Think it's a
but
draw?
he would have wobbled.
Damn, this is
It
a
could
draw?
be a draw, bro.
He would have
It could be
wobbled,
a
man.
draw.
I definitely at some point want to get a rematch, man, with him right there. Like that was a great fight, bro. That was a great fight. It was a good
was.
experience. I wish that WBC belt was up for grabs, man, because I truly believe that was one of the best fights. Not I believe it was the best fight of the card, man. Like a true out and out banger. We entertained the fans. The crowd was going crazy. You know what I'm saying? It was plenty of oohs and ahs and oh, and, you know what I'm saying? Plenty of back and forth. I catch him, he catch me. You know what I'm saying? Just good moments, good exciting fight. And that's the thing, man. I'm not here for a long time. I'm here for a good time, man. And just even going into this pro career, bro. I don't have the time to build necessarily become a world champion and all of these great things and all that other stuff. Like, I have my goals. I want to become a regional champion. I want to hold one of the smaller belts. And that's my goal. Just like before I leave the amateurs, I want to hold a belt in an organization before I leave the amateurs. But at the end of the day, my thing is this, I want to be the people's champ. I want to go out there and have good fights, put on straight up bangers, you know what I'm saying, and really fight for the people and really get my message across and promote the things that I'm really trying to do outside the ring, tell my life story and really just kind of build this stage to be able to push, the positive impact things that I want to do more than anything. It's bigger than boxing for me. But in the ring, I just want to put on straight up bangers. You know what I mean? I don't want it to, and I think to this point I've done that. You know what I mean? Even as my skill has improved, I think to that. I mean, I think because that's my natural instinct. You know that we spar, bro. You know that's my natural instinct. If I get caught or I feel like
The
you're trying to
thing.
press me, it's just to
Yeah.
say fuck it. I'll just bang. You know what I'm saying? Y'all yell at me about that shit all the time.
Yeah.
Bro, what are you doing? It's not your fight. It's not your best. Go box. And it's like, but in my head, it just clicks in. Like, you know what I mean? Just that's just how I'm wired. You know what I mean? You hit me, I just want to hit you back right then and
Right.
there as fast as I can. Get it back. You know what I mean? That's just I don't know. Like that's very much what's hardwired in my head, man. So you know, I feel like I accomplished the goals that was set out for real. Which was to go out there and put on a show and try to become a fan favorite more than anything. You know what I mean? I don't think I'm gonna win every fight. I know that I'm probably gonna be, no bigger than a pro club boxer, a journeyman type of career. But my thing is, and I'm not limiting myself. The sky is the limit. You never know where it could go. But I'm being
Yeah.
realistic about my time frame and the skill that I have and my ability. And it's like, if I'm able to do this in the amateurs, I know that keep training, keep improving, I'll be able to do the same thing in the pros and just put on straight up solid bangers. And I think I'll get a lot more credit in the pros for a lot of the things that I'm doing very well in the ring right now.
Right. Nah, you on your way, bro. You know what I mean? And there ain't no easy route. You know what I mean? It's never gonna be a clear path. You're always gonna come across that obstacle, but that's what builds character within a fighter. I believe is we ain't got it easy or mapped out or anything like that. You know what I mean? So
For
I
sure.
can't wait to see what kind of fighter when you truly develop your style completely. You know what I mean? And you start tweaking uh, these little things that you're good at. You know what I mean? And
Yeah.
polish them up and really learn to use them. Just that's like any other pro, bro. Like they find their thing. They work on the things they're not good at, but they also they'll showcase the things that they are good at and use that to put on that show. You know what I mean?
No. Facts. Facts. That's my goal. Well, everybody on the playback, man, all my playback viewers, man, I need y'all. We got this last cap or dap. And I need you to let me know. I need you to let me know in the comments, man. I won my Border Wars fight, cap or dap. We already heard from Jake, man. He feels like I did enough. The opinion of most of my supporters, from what I've heard, and uh, the chat live, said I should have won by decision. Uh, I'm disappointed in the judge's decision, but I'm more focused on the areas that I can improve. You know what I'm saying? There's so much more improvement, and to make it a more convincing victory and truly create that separation. So drop Border Wars and the cap emoji if you disagree that I should have won my Border Wars debut, or drop Border Wars and a handshake emoji if you agree with the judges and you feel Andreas should have gotten a nod. So that's a cap emoji. You feel like I should have won that debut, or a handshake emoji if you agree with the judges.
I never agree with the judges, bro. On my opinion, you know what I mean? Man,
Man,
how many times I seen them rob good fighters that come in, they outclass the dude, and for some reason, whatever, the other dude wins, and it's not hard to score when it's a one-sided fight. In my opinion, your fight was a one-sided fight, bro. So
yeah, it was
how
it
how
was a
can you?
it was a
That's
good
like
scrap, man. It
that's
was a
like
good
saying
scrap.
green isn't green, it's yellow. They colorblind.
I mean, the thing is this: you only need to win 2 rounds, 3 round fight. You only need to win 2 of them. I feel like you know all of those rounds. There's an argument for me winning. You know what I'm saying? All three of them. So with an argument for me winning all three, I'm sure that I dropped one in there somewhere, but I feel like 2 of them for sure I should have
Yeah,
got.
I
I
didn't
feel like
see
two of
nothing
them for
like.
sure.
I know if I'd have fought like that, I would have not won that decision. If I'd have fought like dude, I
Yeah.
would not have won a decision because I didn't do enough.
I mean,
Any other
if you
time, you ain't doing enough if you ain't scoring the points. You know what I mean? You scored
yeah,
every point damn near there is to score in amateur boxing, and you still got robbed. But that let us know what the politics is behind this. You know what I mean?
hey, it's part of the game. That's why I said I was grateful for the split decision. One of the judges gave me my credit. You know what I'm saying? So one of them was scoring the way that I was seeing the fight. So I appreciate that, and the fact that I did enough to not,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, completely get played with a unanimous decision loss, because that happened right there in Pilgers. My last fight before this fight, they said he won unanimously. Now judges gave me rounds, but they said he won unanimously 2-1, and
Right.
I can't, I don't see 2-1. I don't see it. You know what I'm saying? I don't see it for real, especially the third. I feel like I dominated the third. I walked him down pretty much the same way I did this fight. You know what I'm saying? The third, yeah, I wasn't on my toes moving around the way I was before, but I was pushing the pace on the inside in the pocket, throwing in punches, staying busy, going to the body. So
Yeah, you showed that he couldn't get you out of there, and you showed that he couldn't hurt you, and you showed that you could do something other than just being on your toes. You could set in the pocket too, and in my opinion, that's more impressive than just sitting there on your toes for 3 rounds. In the last round, you willing to just stand there in the center of the ring and put it all on the line and still take it. And dudes coming, you fought dude's fight, let him try his best to take you out at the end, tired, and he still couldn't. How do you not score that a win?
Yeah.
But you know, that's a big statement if you ask me.
All right, man. We're gonna get ready to get up out of here, man. I gotta I gotta get me something in my stomach. I gotta figure out what I'm
Yeah,
gonna really eat, bro.
that's what I was eating, some fruit, bro. I was eating some dates and some bananas. I'm about to make me some eggs and call it a day on food, bro. Start this weight cut.
Yeah, I think I'm gonna eat some eggs. I think that sound them eggs sound good, man. But
Yeah.
Replay squad, we ain't forget about y'all. If you watching this later, drop your cap or dap in the comments below. We're still picking contenders after the show. Want to be the champ? Join the Punchline Discord to continue this dialogue. Also, you can submit your tail of the tape and join the panel, just like my guy Jake the Truth Lewis. That's a wrap on the Ring Rant. Make sure you like, comment, follow, and most importantly, hit that link and punch in on the punchline. Cap or dap, you decide. Until next time. Wipe your nose, or I'll wipe it for you. All right, bro. Thanks.
Hey, let me say shout out to you for
Yeah,
putting together such a good stream, bro. You know that's just not easy. Nobody sees that, but shout out to that because that's clean. How you do it is clean, and you going somewhere with it, bro. You know what I mean?
I appreciate you, bro. I appreciate
All
you.
right,
We
I'll
got
let you
work to
drop.
get to though, man. We got a fight to get you to, man.
Yeah,
And we need to go ahead and line it up to make sure before your fight that we sit down for that punch for punch interview, man.
yeah, that would be an honor. You know what I mean? It'd be great.
You already
So,
know. You already
all
know,
right, fam.
brother. Yep.
All right, go.